This is just a short one, but I put a lot of variables in it. So factor of 15 x squared y z cubed plus 10x cubed y squared z. All right, so one thing at a time. Let's look at the numbers. 15 and 10. What's the common factor of 15 and 10? It would be 5, wouldn't it? So 5 is the numerical factor here. Do we have x squared? And I'm sorry, do we have an x in each place? We do. We have an x squared and an x cubed. Now what factors out? Is it x squared, or x cubed? It's always the smallest common power. And so that would be 2. X squared factors out. How about y? We have y to the first power, okay, and y to the second power, so the smallest power is y to the first power. I can factor out y. And z cubed, or z to the third, z to the fourth, smallest power is third, so I factor out z cubed, parentheses. And so let's see what we got. Actually, it looks like all the variables factored out of the first term, so it just left a 3, didn't it? 15 divided by 5 is 3. And since these match the rest of the factor, all the variables disappeared. As far as the other term, if I factor out a 5 out of 10, I'm left with a 2. And let's see, this would be x to the first power, just plain old x, y to the first power, and z to the first power. There we go. So, because when you're dividing a factor out, when you're factoring an exponent term, as these are, that process of dividing out, it means that, what are we doing with the exponents? We're subtracting exponents. So you can look at it that way. We're subtracting exponents. So I subtracted 2 from 3 and got 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 4 minus 3 is also 1. So 3 plus 2xyz is my inside factor. And this is my greatest common factor. So this one is done. And I got one more to show you. That's a little bit tricky, but I think you should see it. Here it is. Factor parentheses x minus 2 times parentheses 2x plus 3 minus 4 parentheses 2x plus 3. And when you look at that, you say, well, where's the common factor? Is there one? One impulse might be to just multiply this stuff out, FOIL it out, collect all the terms together, and then deal with it. But look again, there is a common factor, isn't there? And the common factor is 2x minus 3. It's the parentheses. And so, you know, parentheses, a parentheses is a grouping symbol that collects things together. And collected together, this piece, 2x plus 3, appears in this term and that term. So two big terms, each one of them contain a common factor, 2x plus 3. So I'm going to factor that 2x plus 3 out. And when I divide it from this part, what's left over is x minus 2, isn't it? So I'm going to use brackets here. So I factor it out, I'm left with x minus 2. And then here, when I take it out, I have minus 4 left over. So now we can combine terms here, and let's do that. So 2x plus 3 remains on the outside, and then this is going to be x minus 2 minus 4. That would be x minus 6. So there we go. Now it's factored. And so anyway, I want you to see that factors don't have to be a single, we'll call a monomial term. It can be, a common factor could be, for example, a binomial, as 2x plus 3 is. And so it's a quantity that's in common with each part. It too factors out. All right, well, let's go on to a new topic in factoring, which is factoring trinomials.